Coming up on Mountain News this morning, an Eastern Kentucky ministry is offering addiction recovery programs in its area. And as Police Week comes to a close, some officers decided to celebrate with a cookout.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Madison Carmouche. We're coming up on 5 a.m. this Friday morning. It's a little bit foggy out there, so let's send it over to meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a look at what's expected.
Good morning, Madison, and good morning, everyone. Fog and issues. We rock and roll through your Friday. Kind of been a theme for the week, right? 59 outside our door here at WYMT, and check out the visibility this morning. Not as widespread regarding the density or the dense fog aspect, but nonetheless something to keep an eye on, especially as you make your way through Harlan and then up and around Ashland. Now, visibility is better regarding fog, but we do have some precipitation coming into play across central Kentucky. Look at the radar in just a moment. 57 to about 64 is where we range on temperature today, minus the 55-degree reading, to make way back toward Jonesville. All right, here's the satellite radar composite. Some breaks in the clouds the further east you go. Here are the radar returns. Lexington back through Liberty, points southwest, and this feature will continue to plague us as we head through the next 24 to 48 hours. Yeah, that's kind of most of the weekend, right? Planning forward today, some breaks of sunshine the further east you go. Showers, scattered thunder showers, some heavier bursts of rain being possible with a high of 75. The weekend forecast coming up in just a few moments. Madison?
All right, Tim, thank you. When people in Pikeville hear Faith Life, they may think of the market, but there is an entire mission with that same brand and motto, and it's growing. The ministry is now offering addiction recovery coaching as part of the Freedom Center, hoping to connect folks in addiction with the resources and support needed to rebuild their lives. Director Emily Green says it has been her dream to help with addiction recovery ministry, and she believes this program, funded by a Kentucky opioid abatement settlement grant, will help a lot of people stay the course.
They know that if they go back to the environment they were in before, chances are they will slip back into what they were in before. And they just need somebody who is just there to kind of help them along the way. So that's what we're doing.
The program is still looking for applicants with a coach available in Pike County and Letcher County. A treatment facility offering recovery, hope, opportunity, and resilience has opened its doors in Middlesboro. WYMT's RJ Johnson shares how this will impact the city, county, and valley region.
Since 2019, officials with Cumberland River Behavioral Health Care have been working to create a women's facility in Middlesboro.
You know, there were some times that, you know, we were concerned that we weren't going to be able to build this project.
On Thursday, that dream became a reality of more than 100 beds. Former Director of Recovery Services Tim Cesario says their programs allow for women to get everything they need without facing barriers seen throughout the years.
We've done whatever we could to remove barriers to treatment. So in the past, a lot of times people would get released from residential treatment. They'd have a follow-up with outpatient, but they didn't have transportation. Okay, so they just stopped going to treatment.
With serving nearly 17,000 people in 2023, Cesario says they will be able to reach more women in Bell County, an area he says doesn't have a lot of resources.
So the really nice thing about having it here in Bell County and serving, hopefully, the majority being Bell County residents, you know, people can get their treatment, get their residential program, you know, when they move into the apartments or even if they move back into a home locally, you know, they're still going to have access to the services provided at this facility.
Cesario adds another aspect that helps improve the work they do is the reunification program.
A big barrier for women going into treatment is that they have to be away from their kids. And yes, going through this program, they'll have to be away from their kids for a portion of time, but they get to reunite with them in an environment that's supportive of their recovery.
Ensuring the women that enter their facilities leave with the tools to continue moving their lives forward. In Middlesboro, RJ Johnson, WYMT Mountain News.
Cesario says they will also help with women getting back into the workforce and further their education at Southeast Community and Technical College in Middlesboro. And a new pharmacy is now open in Leslie County. Officials with the city of Hyden welcomed the other community, as well as other community leaders, gathered for the opening of Hyden Pharmacy. The new business is in downtown part of Hyden. In a statement, pharmacist Ashley Bryant says, "We are thrilled to open our doors and serve the Hyden community." And the Harlan County Fiscal Court is receiving $143,000 in county road aid emergency funds. In a release from the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet, officials say the money will be used for bridge repairs on Aspen Lane, which is approximately 5 miles from the city of Everett. The Pikeville Police Department hosted a community cookout yesterday, celebrating National Police Week. Police Chief Michael Riddle says they wanted to invite other area first responders to the Appalachian Wireless Arena for an afternoon of food and fellowship, sending an open invitation to the community to be a part of the day. He says this week holds a special place for the department, taking time to give back to the community that always rallies behind them.
We see a lot of support this week for sure, but we see support all year long, and you know, just to have those, be able to do something to give back to those that are, you know, support us all year long, and bring them in and let them fellowship with us and eat and cut up and have fun. You know, that's a real blessing for us.
Yesterday was also the 95th anniversary of the death of fallen Pikeville police officer Alonzo Robinson. National Police Week ends Saturday. Thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. When we return, the TSA is gearing up for one of the busiest summers ever.
And a good Friday to you, where we're dealing with some fog issues with some breaks in the clouds just to our east. Radar returns indicating some rain coming in. Is this going to end up meaning Friday's a washout? We'll let you know. Your first alert 7-day forecast, that's coming up in just a few moments.